has no boundaries. Everyone treasures their own cuisines, but for newcomers, food takes on other meanings. They diligently preserve their cuisine to give a taste of home to their new American home, instill the love of their home country to their children, and lastly, proudly represent their culture in our America the Beautiful. Spice and Recipe does all the above by introducing recipes from different countries enriched with human stories and comparison of tradition. Hi, I'm Mike DiGiacomo, a born and raised American and a food lover, and I invite you to join me as we discover the origins of flavor, the journey of spices, and the recipes of the world. Welcome to our first episode of Season 3, Spice and Recipe, The Origins of Flavor. We are going to start in Asia with a recipe from one of the biggest countries in the world, India. For Americans, when it comes to food, curry is the synonym of India, right? Well, we're going to showcase a fabulous curry recipe, but first, let's learn a little bit more about the spice behind this dish, curry powder. Curry powder is a blend of spices similar to masala, a traditional Indian mix prepared at home. The commercial curry powder was first introduced by Indian merchants to British settlers, who then brought the mix to the European continent in 18th century. British cooks used the blend to achieve the flavors of India. The powder has a base of three main spices: turmeric, ginger, and garlic. Then many more spices, varying from cardamom to chili peppers, are added. Depending on where you are in India, curry powder used in the south of the country is spicy, while the northern one is milder to flavorful. The commercial curry powder in America resembles more the northern Indian curry, otherwise known as garam masala. The spices are roasted and then ground together, with the yellow color coming from turmeric. Generic brand curry powder is a reasonable price spice, but it can get expensive depending on the label and origin. The price per 1 ounce of curry powder varies from about $1 all the way up to almost $27 per ounce. And to demonstrate the use of this powerful blend, I'm taking you to northern India via the University of Nebraska at Omaha. My guest is Dr. Akhilesh Kumar Gupta, a postdoctoral fellow at the Department of Physics at UNO. Welcome to the program, Dr. Gupta. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We got a great dish, but I want, before we start talking about some of these ingredients and then the dish we're going to make, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, because you have not been in Omaha or the United States for all that long, really. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am working here in the University of Nebraska at Omaha, and I just come here the 5 months back, and this is new country for me. Before I was working in Taiwan. I did my PhD from there, and then I moved to Omaha.
So did your journey take you from India to Taiwan to Omaha?
Yes.
You went the long way to Omaha.
Yes.
It's great to have you here, but what brought you to Omaha? How did you end up in Omaha, right in the middle of the United States?
So during childhood, it was my dream that one day I was in the United States. Because also my family also, before they work in the United States, so it's my big dream I will go and work in the United States.
You're here. You finally made it. Welcome to Omaha. Welcome to the United States.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
What type of work are you working on right now? You're not trying to invent any new curry powders, are you, or anything like that?
No, I'm just involved in some research, and my position is the postdoctoral scientist. So I do some kind of research, biomedical related research. Yeah.
Biomedical related. I like how you didn't dive too deep so people like me would get confused. You made it very simple. Thank you. Let's talk about the recipe, because I will dive in deeply on some of these ingredients. What are we making today? What are you going to make?
So today we are going to make Desi chicken curry. The chicken curry is very famous in India, but I am from the north part of India, and it's very close to Nepal. And
what region? Is yours a rural region? Or
Yeah, I belongs from the village area, like the rural area. So the two states is there, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Both they prepare a Desi chicken curry. So that's why today I'm going to prepare. It's something different from the south part or some other part of India.
I don't know if you've had any curries here in the United States, but do you know, is it similar to what the type of chicken curry we eat here locally? Have you experienced any local?
Yeah, I have experience, but actually our curry is different from the United States because they don't use the curry powder. but actually our is belongs from the herbal. All the ingredients you can see, the turmeric powder is also good for it, antioxidant.
Yeah.
And you can see the curry powder is mix of the all the
Right.
spices, all the herbals. And also if you talk about the bay leaf, also bay leaf also is, if you put in the water, is
Right.
good for the health.
Sure.
The cumin powder also is good for the blood pressure or something. And also the chili powder is also, we can put as per our how much we want the spicy or something.
How do you have it in India? Do most people like it more spicy? than
Yeah, we
mild?
like the more spicy,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I find that in America, people don't have the tolerance for spicy stuff as much as in other countries.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the ingredients here. Tell us about this dish. Is this something that you've adapted to your family, or is this pretty traditional from your region of India?
It's the not adapt for my family, it's the tradition for my India and adopt for my country.
Okay.
In childhood, when my mother got sick,
Yeah.
so actually I have a 3 brother.
Okay.
I am the younger, so that's why my mother, she teach me how to cook. So I am the responsible for cook the food for everyone
Okay,
in the
great.
home. So that's
You're
why
like me. That's my job in my family too.
yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to get along just fine over
Yeah,
the next 20 minutes.
So
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go over these ingredients. I know you briefly touched on them, but are these pretty standard ingredients that you usually cook with in India? Let's start right here. What do we have here?
this is the curry powder. It's the mix of the many herbals.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the curry powder. And
Yeah.
then the chili powder, I assume
Yes.
we're going to move down this way.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, and right here, is this
Yeah, the turmeric powder.
turmeric, yeah. and then the
And
bay,
this is the bay leaf.
bay
Yeah.
leaf.
And this is the cumin seed.
cumin seed, and
Yeah.
then just salt.
This
right?
is salt. Yeah.
And then as we move down, of course, we have the onion, garlic.
Yes.
Is there any Indian recipe that does not have onion and garlic in it?
I think no, everywhere
It's a
we
very
have.
popular
Yeah, it's very
ingredient,
popular.
right?
Yeah.
And then tomato, and then of course we have the chicken there.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the spices in India, do you ground your own spices or do you purchase it at the store? Because like
Yeah.
for me, I go to the store and pick all those already ground.
Yeah, sometimes we collect all the ingredients and we prepare in our home, like using the mixer or grinder.
Right.
And sometimes, suppose if I'm in United States and I don't have a time, so I just go to the Asian market or we have a many Indian market here, many Indian store, grocery item, so we can go freely and just take from there.
I was going to ask you about that. There's a pretty significant Indian population in the United States and specifically in Omaha. Have you met other Indians as well from your country? Specifically, you're part of India?
Yes, I met many persons here, and they have a own business, and many Indian they have an Indian restaurant here.
Yes.
Also, and Americans also likes the Indian food very
For sure, yes.
much.
Love
So,
it.
yeah.
Okay, let's dive into this recipe. Okay,
Yeah.
you got the turmeric and the curry powder. Is that what you start with when we are going to start with this recipe?
Yeah, we will go to start with this piece. So first, this is the washed chicken.
Okay.
So I will
already
cut
washed-
it.
you've already
Yeah,
cleaned it.
yeah, already is cleaned it. So I will cut it this, and then the onion, and I will prepare the paste of the ginger and garlic here, and then I will mix all the ingredients all together, and then we will put it for the
It sounds like a good plan to me.
yeah.
Well, let's get started. Where do you want to start? You start with the
So I
onion?
start from the here.
Start with the chicken,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. First I will eat the
Okay.
chicken, the small pieces.
Yeah.
Because the small pieces, if you put the big pieces, it takes more time to cook.
Sure.
So yeah.
So you're doing small
yeah.
pieces. What other recipes, while we're cutting up some of these ingredients, what are some of your other favorite recipes of Indian cuisine that you love to cook?
Yeah, I cook everything. Means whatever you give me, whatever the Indian food, I like to cook, and I know how to cook.
Yeah.
So sometimes I cook the shrimp curry.
Yeah,
and
oh yeah, I love
sometimes
that,
I
yeah.
cook the mutton, means like goat meat or something. But Indian, most part of the Indian region, we don't eat the beef and pork. So that's why we add to pork.
Yeah.
So that's why we love to, and also we can cook the vegetable, okay, curry vegetable or the
Yeah.
dry vegetable also. So we can
Yeah.
use whatever, yeah. So I can cook everything.
Okay. Don't worry.
But I am the younger, so I am the only one who stay most of the time in home in the childhood. So my mother teach me to how to cook.
Yeah, because you were there alone, because they probably got older and
Yes.
you were still the young pup at home, kind of kind of hanging out with mom a little bit longer than some of the
Yeah.
other kids.
And also my mom, actually I'm the younger, so that's why my mother loves me too much. My
That's
mother,
right.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
my
Is that
mother
how it
and my
works?
father both.
Yeah.
So-
Are you the favorite son?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the favorite.
He just says it. Of course he is a favorite.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got this cut up.
yeah.
Okay, so you cut the onion. You want me to help cut that onion? You chop it up small pieces.
Yeah,
You want me to help you?
it's okay.
Do you use this whole onion?
Small pieces, yeah.
Okay.
If it's big pieces, it takes more time to cook.
Yeah. I mean, this is. I cut up a lot of onion. I do a lot of Italian cooking, so I'm cutting up a lot of onions all the time. And wife will come in and say, "Why are you crying?" I say, "I'm not crying. I'm cutting an onion."
Sometimes. Now, if you're talking about the crying or something like that,
Yeah.
so first you need to wash this. After
Yes.
wash, if you cut it, there is no tears in your eyes.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
I seem to always cry though. I think I've probably cut, I don't know, 20,000 onions in my life. You probably more. Do you ever, now that you're in the United States, do you ever eat out? Do you ever go eat out, or you mostly cook at home because you like your cooking better?
Yeah, sometimes suppose if we feel means like alone or something,
Yeah,
so we
you-
just go outside to
You
eat.
just don't feel like
Yeah.
cooking?
Or sometimes if I just, yeah. But mostly we cook in home.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I like,
There is two reasons. One is for the shaving, and second reason is yeah, we can cook by himself. Yeah.
yeah, well, it gets expensive to eat out too. That's
Yeah.
probably another reason. We try to stay in. Okay, do you want me to put the onions in there? All the whole onion?
Yeah. Yes.
These ingredients, these spices sitting here, the turmeric and they're powerful. They have great aroma.
So now we will prepare the paste of the garlic and the ginger. So we will put all the,
And then you just cook that in with the chicken.
yeah,
How much garlic did you put in there?
maybe I already put the 4.
4 cloves?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 cloves of garlic. Do you have one of these at home?
Yeah, we have in home, but
Okay.
sometimes if we in the more amount, we need the grinder.
You need the
also.
grinder, yeah. And then of course we already have the rice over here. It's pre-made, so we don't have to do the rice. So whenever this dish is done cooking, we can give it a go. So you knock those out, grind that up until it's nice and mashed up. Did you add?
Oil.
Oh, you add the oil, okay. So you put the oil right on top of the ingredients. You don't throw it in the pan first.
No.
So now, do you add all these ingredients now?
Yes.
So you just throw everything together?
Yeah.
Well, that makes it very simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why we put together? When we put in the pan, so we will keep it close.
Yeah.
So all the the gradients, they
Yeah.
have a flavor.
Yeah, for sure.
So the flavor
And then they
is not
blend.
come outside; it's just inside.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Have these all been measured out? Or
No.
are you just kind of
Yeah.
eyeballing how
I-
much?
I-
Okay.
If this is more, it's fine, no
Okay.
problem, because
So the turmeric
just
is
keep it-
fine if it's
Yeah.
a little more.
Yeah.
You do the good stuff. How much do you
Yeah,
put in there?
for the if
'Cause that's
we
the
need
curry.
the more spicy, yeah, this is the curry
Yeah.
powder. If you need more spicy,
Mhm.
we put more. If you
I say
need
go for the
less,
heat,
yeah.
but there's going to be other people eating this in here, so we don't want to get everybody's mouth on fire.
Yes. So I will put all, and the bay leaf also.
You break it up to get some of the flavor out of that leaf.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a kind of some flavor.
That's
why-
very dry too.
Yeah.
Now, since you've been to the United States,
Yeah.
it's only been weeks, but how many times have you had chicken curry since you've been here?
Maybe within the week.
Yeah, well, since you've been, the last couple months.
Yeah, every time I'm prepared. Maybe if you talk about the 1 week, 7
Once-
days, so
yeah.
maybe I cook the 2 or 3 times. Sometimes
2 or 3
use
times
the-
a week you're eating
Yeah.
this. That's great.
And,
You love it.
Yeah.
You love this stuff.
And also, sometimes I cook the like shrimp curry,
Yeah.
sometimes mutton, and sometimes vegetables also I like.
Did you need salt yet?
No.
Okay. You want me to cut up this tomato?
Yeah, I will keep
Or do we
it,
need that yet?
Just you can cut these small pieces.
Just a little,
please.
just a
Yeah.
little bit. Okay.
Just put the salt as per means.
a little
Suppose
bit, yeah.
I like to eat the more salt, and the American
like-
people likes to less
Yeah.
salt.
Yeah,
So
it just
that's why
depends on
you
what
can-
you like.
But if you keep it the small, okay, later you will check before the
Okay.
the prepare.
Okay.
If is the you feel like that we need more salt, so you can add it.
You can always add
But
it.
if is the more, if you put more, the later you cannot add it.
You can't take it out. Yeah, Dr. Gupta, you cannot take the ingredients out once they are in. We're good. Is that good enough?
Mhm.
That gives it a little moisture too, but you have some
Thank
water.
you.
You have some
Yeah.
water that you're going to put in with this too, right? Okay. Perfect.
So now we will mix it.
Okay. Blend all the ingredients, all the
Yes.
spices together.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Just keep it is lower
It's a little high.
because it sticks.
I'm afraid it'll go out if we go too low. Is that doing what you want it to do?
Yes,
Perfect.
That's fine.
So you blend all these spices,
Mm-hmm.
kind of roast the seeds,
Mm-hmm.
add
so
the ingredients,
Now,
listen for the sizzle, best part of any meal prep.
yeah, we need some water. Yeah.
A little bit of water. Okay. There you go. Now you can really, the aroma in the room really picked up a little bit. That smells delightful. Then do you blend the ingredients in? Do you need a spatula?
Yeah.
Some sort of spoon?
So we will keep it.
Spoon. You want me to mix that up a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Put the bay leaves in. There's more fragrances. They're all blending. And this is actually, it's a fairly easy recipe.
Yes, yes.
Once you get all the good ingredients. And you got to make sure you cook that chicken throughout.
Mm-hmm. These also.
So you put a little bit of water in the bowl
Yeah.
to capture all the rest of the seasonings
Yes,
that are still
yes.
left over.
Yes.
Put it in the frying pan with
Yes.
the chicken and cook it more. That water
Mm-hmm.
simmers things down too a little bit. I'm gonna let you take over this. And then how long do you let this cook?
It takes the 15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes,
Yeah.
okay.
So now we will keep it.
So as this dish gets ready, I'd like to invite you all watching us on YouTube to please press that subscribe button now. And if you'd like to be on the program, just let us know. Email us at spice@newamericansmedia.com. You can text, call, or WhatsApp message us at 001-402-714-5380. It does not matter where you are, whether you're in America or somewhere else around the world. As long as you know a little bit of English or have some help with it, we can have you on the show. You can be a part of it. We would love to feature your recipe and your country. Okay, back with my guest, Dr. Gupta. How is this dish doing right now? We've been letting this cook. It's cooked for about 20 minutes.
Yeah. So just we will check.
Ah, look at that.
It seems
Yes.
to check what is the condition.
Does it pass the nose test? It's good to go?
Yeah, it's for the.
Let's do
sense
this.
of
Let's
smell.
dish it
Yeah.
up. I have some dishes over here, and then we've got some, white rice.
So I close it.
Is this how you dish? This recipe is on top of rice or on the side? Or how?
Yeah, we
Okay, you
spread
want me
the
to
rice,
put some in the
yeah.
middle? Right here. Make it like that.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do over on my side as well. Good to go with the rice
Yeah.
on a bed of rice.
Yeah. So now we will just.
Now the dish is done and it smells fantastic in here. The spices have blended together, mixed together, melted
Yeah.
together. And we're going to try it on top of this rice. This looks fantastic. We just have a couple minutes left, but I want to get this. I want to serve this
Before
dish.
the serve, you can check the salt. What is the status
Okay,
of
so
salt?
you want to try it a little bit.
Yeah. So.
Should we just give it a,
No, I
give it a
will
try?
check the.
That's very hot. Be careful.
So what I always use my hand. That's great.
Good? You don't need salt?
No.
Good, we're good. Because I was ready, I was the man, I was gonna help you out, I was gonna slam some more salt in if we needed to. How do you serve this? Just right on
So
top of the
you
rice?
Just, yeah, top on the rice.
As you're serving that, do we use forks? Do you use forks in India?
We use forks and spoon, and sometimes we use usually we use our hand to make it, because
You use
the-
your hand?
Yeah, to eat.
Yeah.
But not
Not too much. Did I
yeah,
put too much?
Yeah, it's too much.
Well,
Maybe
son of a
we
gun,
take-
let me
yeah.
take some of that off. Okay.
So
You don't put too much. See, I get excited. Okay. Is this the right amount right here?
yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you use a hand.
Yeah. Yeah, use hand,
Okay.
because the hand is only one the things only we can eat by ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, but spoon they use many people before.
Right.
Yeah, so
So
that's
people
why,
have used it before.
Yeah, and
Unless-
also the why we use hand, because is the scientific reason is the kind of sensual, means it can sense it's hot or not.
Your hand knows the
Yeah,
temperature of it.
Yeah. So everything,
That looks
and
hot,
also
yeah.
and also our tongue is also the one kind of sensation. They
Yes.
can taste it. Yeah.
Right.
So that's why we.
Are
use-
you still eating with your hands? I mean, are we
It's
eating with our
hot.
hands today?
It's hot, so
I
maybe.
can.
Yeah, we
when
can
in
use.
when in India.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can use hand.
Okay. So you get a little piece of rice first,
Yeah.
right?
We can mix with this, and yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah, fantastic. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
You got the wow before I did. This is fantastic.
Yes.
I've never had homemade chicken curry like this. How do you with the chicken pieces? Do you?
Yeah, you can just just
Do you get a little rice first and then get
yeah
the
yes
seasonings and the chicken?
yeah something like that, mix with the chicken. And then eat.
Mm-hmm. That's fantastic. This is better than restaurant quality I've had
Yeah.
in Omaha.
Yes.
Okay. They want me to start saying some words on camera, but I'm just going to keep eating. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Dr. Gupta,
Yeah.
well done. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for being, and for you out there, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check our website at newamericansmedia.com. Dr. Gupta, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
That's a
thank you very much.
fantastic
Yeah.
dish. And we got some left over. So there's going to be some people in here that get to eat it. So
Yeah,
thanks,
sure.
thanks again
Yeah.
for everything.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks for
very much.
watching. We appreciate it. Go out there. I'm Mike DiGiacomo. Have a great day. OMA and the USA.